Welcome back to Radio 1 International. The Mission Impossible franchise, spearheaded by the indefatigable Tom Cruise, has charted an impressive trajectory in the Indian cinematic landscape. From its inception in 1996 to the latest installment, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the series has not only captivated audiences worldwide but has also carved a significant niche in India's diverse and dynamic film market. The journey began modestly with the first Mission Impossible film, which introduced Indian audiences to the high-octane world of espionage and action. While Hollywood films were gaining traction in India during the late 90s, the franchise's initial entry laid the groundwork for what would become a deep-rooted fanbase. Subsequent releases, such as Mission Impossible 2 and 3, saw incremental growth, but it was with Ghost Protocol in 2011 that the series truly resonated with Indian viewers. The film's iconic Burj Khalifa sequence, coupled with a strategic marketing push, resulted in a significant box office boost, signaling the franchise's rising prominence. The upward trend continued with Rogue Nation and reached a new zenith with Fallout in 2018. The latter combined critical acclaim with commercial success, setting new benchmarks for Hollywood films in India. Its blend of intricate plots, global settings, and adrenaline-pumping action aligned well with the evolving preferences of Indian audiences, who were increasingly seeking diverse cinematic experiences. In 2023, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 further solidified the franchise's standing in India. The film opened to impressive numbers, with a 5-day extended weekend haul of 63.5 Indian rupees crore, surpassing the performance of many domestic productions. This success underscored the franchise's ability to compete head-to-head with Bollywood offerings, a testament to its strong fan base and the universal appeal of its storytelling. The latest installment, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, has taken this success to unprecedented heights. Released in India on May 17, 2025, 6 days ahead of its global debut, the film capitalized on the absence of major competing releases and the pent-up demand among fans. It earned 17.5 Indian rupees crore on its opening day, the highest for any Hollywood film in India in 2025, and maintained strong momentum with 16.5 Indian rupees crore on the second day, bringing its 2-day total to 33 Indian rupees crore. These figures not only surpass the lifetime collections of recent Hollywood releases like Marvel's Thunderbolts, but also outperformed several mid-budget Bollywood films, highlighting the franchise's dominant position in the Indian market. Several factors contributed to this remarkable performance. The film's release in multiple languages, English, Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu, ensured broad accessibility across India's diverse linguistic landscape. Moreover, Cruise's innovative promotional strategies played a significant role. By engaging with Indian influencers such as Avneet Kaur, Jannat Zubair, and Niharika N.M., Cruise tapped into the vast reach of social media, generating buzz and anticipation among younger audiences. These collaborations, coupled with Cruise's heartfelt messages in Hindi expressing his affection for India and interest in Bollywood-style films, endeared him further to Indian fans. Cruise's popularity in India is not merely a byproduct of his global stardom, but is rooted in a deep appreciation for his commitment to cinematic excellence. His willingness to perform his own stunts, his consistent delivery of high-quality entertainment, and his genuine engagement with fans have cultivated a loyal following. This connection was evident in the enthusiastic response to his Hindi messages and his interactions with Indian influencers, which resonated with audiences and amplified the film's visibility. The franchise's success in India also reflects broader trends in the country's cinematic landscape. Indian audiences have become increasingly receptive to international content, especially when it offers compelling narratives and high production values. The Mission Impossible series, with its blend of intricate plots, global settings, and adrenaline-pumping action, aligns well with these preferences. Furthermore, the strategic release of The Final Reckoning ahead of its global debut allowed it to capitalize on the Indian market's potential, setting a precedent for future Hollywood releases. The success of the Mission Impossible franchise in India cannot be fully appreciated without placing it in the broader context of Hollywood's presence in the Indian box office and comparing it to other major global franchises. In recent years, Indian audiences have witnessed a surge of big-budget Hollywood spectacles making significant inroads into domestic markets. Franchises like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Fast and Furious, Avatar, and even Jurassic World have posted impressive box office numbers, but few have done so with the same consistency and organic fan connection as Mission Impossible. While the Marvel films, particularly Avengers, Endgame and Spider-Man: No Way Home, broke box office records in India with their fan-driven momentum and event-style releases, their appeal has often been concentrated in urban centers and multiplex audiences. In contrast, Mission Impossible has gradually expanded its reach beyond metros, partly due to its increasing localization efforts and Tom Cruise's personal engagement with the Indian market. Additionally, the consistency of Tom Cruise in the lead role across all installments adds a layer of continuity and emotional investment that other franchises with rotating casts or shifting tones often lack. Avatar and its sequel brought in huge numbers thanks to their technological grandeur and James Cameron's name recognition, but they arrive years apart and don't foster the same sense of serialized excitement that Mission Impossible does. Viral edits of Cruise performing his own death-defying stunt circulate widely across Indian Instagram and Twitter circles, often accompanied by captions admiring his fearlessness and calling him the last real movie star. Fan clubs in cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and Hyderabad organize community screenings, and it's not uncommon to see celebratory rituals such as confetti, garlands, and drum beats welcoming the release of a new Mission Impossible film, treatment typically reserved for major Indian stars. This kind of reception is rare for a Hollywood actor, and it speaks volumes about Cruise's integration into Indian pop culture. Unlike many international actors who remain distant figures, Cruise's global promotional efforts and his visible gratitude for fan support have humanized him to Indian audiences, who often respond more warmly to stars who show respect and connection to their culture. Furthermore, the Indian film distribution ecosystem has evolved to better support Hollywood blockbusters. Multiplex chains and single-screen cinemas alike now give primetime slots to major international releases. With rising ticket prices for IMAX and 3D formats, Hollywood films like Mission Impossible also benefit from higher per-ticket revenue, especially in Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities. Marketing efforts have become more localized too, with trailers and promotional material released in Indian languages and tailored to regional sensibilities. This localization strategy ensures that the franchise doesn't feel foreign, but rather integrated into the entertainment fabric of Indian cinemagoers. As the Mission Impossible series continues to evolve, its performance in India remains a masterclass in how to build and maintain a franchise in a competitive and culturally diverse market. Cruise's commitment to storytelling and the studio's adaptability to local tastes have made the franchise not only commercially successful but culturally relevant. With The Final Reckoning smashing box office expectations and Tom Cruise being celebrated as one of the few Western actors with a true pan-Indian appeal, it's evident that the series has transcended the usual boundaries of language and geography. It has become, quite fittingly, a mission that resonates universally, even in one of the world's most complex film markets. For more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe to Radio 1 International.
94.3 Radio 1.